people? It's your girl, Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization, Walking Them Shoes. What's up, y'all? Hello to all my Bankroll Beauty Bosses out there. Hope everyone is doing lovely on this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. Listen, I am greeting you with the utmost love and respect. To those of you who are new here to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, y'all. And the reason why I'm asking y'all to subscribe to the channel is because on this channel, Walking Them Shoes is not just a quote. It's not just a saying. It is a way of life, the way of life. In order for us to get up off that floor of defeat, in order for us to get from one part of our lives to another, we have to walk in them shoes. And walking in them shoes mean clearly that whatever it is that you're going through, you still have to pursue. You still have to walk. You still have to go through. You still have to live. You cannot give up. You cannot settle for where you are. God has so much more in store for you. So on this channel, I talk all things faith-based. I talk all things encouraging and positive and motivating. And I want to help women come full circle to who they were created to be. God has not given us the spirit of fear. God has not placed upon us the spirit of lack. So with that being said, coming full circle, walking in them shoes, all of that means that we are going to change our lives, transform our lives physically, emotionally. Did I say physically? I'm sorry. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, and it mentally, like it means so much for us to be able to heal so that we can move forward. You know, healing the pain of our past will allow us to be able to walk in those shoes with godly confidence. So that's what your girl, Lady Dar here is doing. Right now, this episode that I'm sharing is all about finances. It's about saving. And a lot of us, y'all, we lived so long with the poverty state of mind. We lived in lack for such a long time, struggle. And I'm talking about living in scarcity and afraid to spend money, or maybe not even having money to spend. You know, there's so much there that hindered us. You know, there's so much that can hinder us from living a life that not only we want and we deserve, but the life that God wants us to have. So here, y'all, and this started out with me. You see me here with a lot of the different things that I use, and so many other women who are doing these savings challenges. That is one way to become that Bankroll Beauty Boss. There are so many ways to become a Bankroll Beauty Boss. It's in us. God has created us to be, like, we created in God's image. And if God was love, God was peace, and God was joyful, listen, God wants the same for you. Okay, so while we're working on our finances, if you've read the book, that's funny, I don't even have my book handy. Okay, but Bankroll Beauty Boss Business 101 is available to you. It is available on my website. It's available on Amazon.com. I wrote that book as an encouraging word to share with others who are interested in saving, who is interested in changing the way that they live financially. That book is very helpful. The things that I wrote in that book are the things that I've applied to my life. Don't think that because you work a 9-to-5 that you can't save. Don't think that because you may receive a monthly income that you can't save, you can't budget. That is what's going to help us, y'all. And it starts now. It starts with us looking at our finances and seeing where we are, setting goals that we're willing to obtain, goals that we are willing to sacrifice certain things for. Y'all see me doing, excuse me, y'all see me coming on and show you my no spend challenge. All of these things that I'm doing, I'm bringing to you, and I've shared with clients and just people who I touch base with. And guess what, y'all? Women have been asking me to help them save and to help them get started in this challenge. So you can choose to do so many different challenges out of there. So many different challenges out here. You could choose to do whatever challenge you prefer. My goal and my my mission here is to just encourage you to get started. Once you get started, baby, you're going to start loving the adrenaline, the flow, and the feeling that you get from saving. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's just $5. Just get started. You know, so I ring this bell just to tell you, sure, I jokingly say class is in, session is in. It's really all in fun. It really is all in love. So you can get started with the 100 Savings Challenge. 100 Savings Challenge is with you saving. Now, a lot of people started out with this and doing 100 envelopes. You can check back on one of my other videos. I share how, you know, if you don't have monies to order the different the binders, just get started with regular envelopes, numbering them things from 1 to 52 or 1 to 100. This right here is one binder I have, one savings binder I have of many. Doesn't mean that they all full, but I'm working them, okay? And with this, you work it according to how you want. I know someone that's been working the challenge every day, but this 100 envelope savings challenge, this tracker right here, this is the tracker, this is the binder, and it has up to 100. It goes from 1 to 100. Now, y'all, you can do this however you choose. You can start, excuse me, you can start by doing day 1 of putting $1, day 2, putting $2, so forth and so on. Or whatever you have in your pocket, you could just start to, apply and start to fill this challenge up. Start to fill up these envelopes in here. And that's what I do. So in doing this, I decided here I am helping myself, helping my daughters, and anyone else who was interested in doing the challenge, not realizing that people were really going to be looking forward to me showing them this. Like I just didn't really think about it like that. You know, I'm grateful. I'm truly blessed. I'm really grateful. I'm honored. I'm still rolling out. Now, mind you, these are orders that have to go out, that are going to go out on Saturday morning. But I'm still rolling out different types of challenges. So here in the Bankroll Beauty Boss Challenge, you will get 2 different envelopes. You'll get the ones numbered, and then you'll also get the ones, it depends on, you will also get the ones that are labeled, that you can label. Now, I held up on this because I wanted to do something just a little bit different. And I'm not going to tell it just yet, but I had to do something just a little bit different to make this just kind of stand out. But these are my binders that I created and designed for those who were interested in doing Bankroll Boss challenges. And just here are a couple of the different challenges that will come with this. I'm a big person that, excuse me, I'm big on drinking coffee. Not that big that I spend a lot of money on it, but big enough that made me feel like I know how much people spend on coffee. So if you want to start saving, start small. Start with doing a coffee challenge. You know, each day you spend about $5 on coffee. You know, you get your little your marker, mark that thing off. Do I need to show y'all? If you didn't purchase coffee today, you put that change in your binder, mark that thing off. You can scratch it off like that. You can circle it however you choose to. Here is this Bankroll Beauty Boss. I love this color because this color is also inside of the book. But the only thing that I don't like about it is you can barely see it. So we decided to change it. And there are some changes that are being made right now. But what we decided was that you will mark off the little marker. I don't know if y'all can really see that. You know, if you can really see it, but you would just mark off every $100 you put into the Bankroll Boss Challenge. And that is the $100 bill challenge. The Bankroll Beauty Boss $100 bill challenge is available to you. So again, your girlie and Lady Dar here, as she is encouraging women to be blessed, not only be blessed, but encouraging women to blaze the trail to success. She has decided for those women who are in need of some financial encouragement to get started. with savings challenges. And you have to keep in mind, listen, one thing you have to do is to forgive yourself for the errors that you made, the mistakes that you made. I can't say forget about the past, because we're going to look back over the past and see where we made mistakes. You know, I share in my book, you know, when growing up, my grandmother was paralyzed on her left side. My grandmother was disabled. She had a stroke when she was probably about her late 20s. So she was paralyzed. She was still able to get around, but she couldn't use her left side. So a lot of things my mother had to do for her, a lot of things my uncle had to do for her. And there were a lot of things that I did as I got older for her. But one thing I recognized when I was younger was that my grandmother would take an envelope, y'all. She would get her monthly check. And back in the day, we would have the insurance man. My grandmothers and them would have the insurance man come out. She didn't go to the check cashing place. A lot of people went to check cashing places back then. But my grandmother was faithful in paying her bills. So the the insurance man would come out monthly, but he would cash. My grandmother would sign her check over, and he would cash her check for her. And what she would do, y'all, is before he even get there, she would have all her bills written out like this. You know, she didn't have a car, but she had rent. You know, she had utilities. She had them cigarettes. You know, she had to make sure she got her cigarettes. But she was doing this, and I didn't even peep the fact that she was managing. She was managing what God gave her. And plus, my grandmother was a churchgoer, a faithful Sunday churchgoer, and she paid her tithes. So matter of fact, let me just put that up here, because Grandma Eloise paid them tithes, okay? She went to church faithfully every Sunday. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Fran and Mr. Fred. God rest their souls, because they took my grandmother faithfully. Because again, she was paralyzed. She didn't drive, you know, but they made sure she got there. But what my mother had to do was, my mother always had to go to the market for my grandmother. She went to Rite Aid for my grandmother, because that was the store, the pharmacy that was in our neighborhood. And my grandmother had these things written down faithfully every month, y'all. I didn't even peep the fact that Grandma Eloise was managing the resources God gave her. You know, so when I got older, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It took me almost 30 years to realize, wow, that's what Grandma Eloise was doing. You know, and I always talked about, you know, money's not being taught in the home. Yeah, it really wasn't. You know, but for those of us who are, you know, very much grown, well into our 40s and 50s, we are here now. We are here now, and some of us messed up, but some of us know, you know, we know better now. So now that we know better, you know, when they say you know better, you do better, you do better. And it starts with saving little challenges like this or other challenges. It just starts now. That's just the bottom line. So I just wanted to come on and just encourage y'all. Yep. Class was in session, lesson taught, lesson learned. I just wanted to encourage y'all to keep going, keep striving for greatness, because guess what? In the Word of God, the Word of God tells us that God will supply all of our needs. But in the midst of God supplying all of our needs, y'all, we cannot just be foolishly spending money, carelessly spending money. I was an emotional spender. I was an emotional spender, and I would spend my money, and then I would think about paying my bills later. And when I say paying my bills, I'm talking about the rent and the mortgage at that time. I would think about paying that later. Okay? There was one time when I had a mortgage of $500 and something. And how much I was getting paid. I was working at the hospital. I was getting paid good money. So girl, why wasn't you paying your mortgage? That was mortgage at that time. Why wasn't you paying your mortgage first? You still had a good amount left over. It was my stinking thinking, my ignorance. It was me not dealing with the pain of my past that was causing me to be an emotional spender. Listen, y'all, I can go on and on and on, but I just wanted to be able to bless somebody with an encouraging word to let you know that you too can be that bankroll beauty boss. Even if you choose not to be a bankroll beauty boss, you can save. And it starts now. It starts today. Whatever you have in your pocket, I don't care if it's coins, if it's change in your pocket. Go look around in your sofa. I'm sure you got some change in the bottom of your sofa. Listen, I made jokes on other videos and how I'm looking, you know, showing you in the, how people would go to the dryer, to the laundromat, or going into the washing machine, shaking their pants out, looking for change. Listen, go into that sofa and see if you got any change in there. You have some change in there, go ahead and start you a little coin jar, get you a coin jar, and just start putting that change in there. I'm telling you, y'all, I got my daughter, my oldest daughter, I have to tell you, y'all, well, she got it honest. She got it honest, and you know that they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree, but when that apple fall off that tree, they are like 10 times, 100 times worse than what you were. So she has you know, traits of her mother, being an emotional spender, but honey, does she spend? Lord have mercy, she spends. But you know, showing my children that I can do this encouraged them greatly, and now they're interested in doing it. And you know, I just want to encourage y'all ladies here on this channel, even y'all gents out here, you know, y'all got some men out here that are emotional spenders too, but I want to encourage each and every one of you to get started in saving. I'm your girl leader, Lady Dar here. If you found this video to be very helpful, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this with someone that you care about. Of course, I will always ask you to comment. I love to hear your comments. I love to, you know, see what you have to say about these savings challenges. Maybe you believe in them, maybe you don't. Share and comment. I'm your girl, Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization. Have a good one, y'all.